Some time ago, sort of Criminal Justice and Public Order Act times, if anyone remembers that.
94!
Yeah, about then. I was having a conversation with my mum, and she said, I understand why you do this, and why people go out and do demonstrations, but I wish you wouldn't. Which is, and then I wrote this is the sort of answer to that. Smashing your head against the wall just so you can watch it bleed, your towel-headed empathic fool. Always believe in what you read, because there's a spy on every corner, there's an eye on every street, and if you feel that they might call you, you'll be captured there, complete. Don't look for hidden meanings, it's also crystal clear. There's no future in paranoia, because they're feeding on your fear. So keep your dreams well hidden, never smile out of doors. Face the front! Keep your head down, never follow any cause. As the door frame splits and shatters and your books are thrown to the floor, they can slash and burn your life down, but never argue with the law. Never kindle any fire, never show them any rage, never gaze from any window, never rattle in your cage, never strike a blow for freedom, never swim against the tide. Don't feel safe for a moment, never run cause you can't hide, never carry any banner. Never walk upon the grass, never cry against injustice, always cover your own arse, never travel without a ticket, for your health and safety, never smoke on the train, never show your feelings, and for Christ's sakes don't complain, don't go walking in the night time, never play your music loud, keep a dog eye on those about you, never talk out in a crowd, don't sing, don't dance, don't whistle, never meet the eyes behind the uniform, don't care about the others, just make sure that you conform. Never try to ring the changes, never make the world a better place. Jules told you all the future, it's a boot upon your face. So keep a gun under your pillow, load it up when you're in bed, and when the door comes flying open, pray there's time to point it to your head. In the grand old days when politics were really simple and Labour was the opposition instead of something new, Gordon Brown said that if elected, the Labour Party would put a tax on pesticides. And when elected, the Labour Party probably didn't put a tax on pesticides. And this was noted, and people asked questions about it, and Gordon Brown said that he felt that the industry could regulate itself. At the time he said this, Monsanto was selling Roundup weed killer with a big advert with the byline, "Put more in, knock more out." This is a poem dedicated to Gordon Brown. They're not putting any tax on pesticides, so there just can't be enough tax on pests. And we all know the cause of our pestilence, and we can all find the fields where they test. Standing in such a field of vision, trampling the new technology underfoot, I found the source of my problem and I pulled it out by the roots. Because the supermarket shelves will stock poisons and substandard things in a can. So tell your local councils, no more car parks, we've got a good use for this land. Let's make the high street a ghost town, because it can't and won't supply all our needs. All we demand is the earth, a bucket, a spade and some seeds. Let's make the high street a garden. We'll tear down the office and shops. We'll dig up the tarmac where soil lies hidden and plant out communal crops. Now, we can't be too sure of persistent pollutions, because there's talk now of pesticide residues in rain, but it's got to be better than that pre-packed shrink wrap solution, and you're never going to want to buy food again. Now, this is about soil erosion and chemical runoff. It's not just a matter of taste. So let's liberate the means of production and eliminate that chemical waste, because monoculture farming is madness. Chemical fertiliser is completely insane. I'm growing my food in the garden, and I suggest that you all do the same. Subversive market gardeners, garden plotting everywhere, rows of politicised potatoes, sprouting up on any land that's spare. In an organic revolution, I'm fighting for the cause. I've got me a head full of ideas, and it's driving me outdoors. I'm a permaculture vulture. I dig planting seeds. I've got pockets full of resistance, and that's all that anyone needs. I refuse to this food that your adverts say is fine. I don't believe your bulletins, I'm falling off your production line. I'm not putting that in my mouth because I don't know where it's been. They grow this shit on chemical sludge and try and tell me that it's clean soap. I'm an urban guerrilla gardener and I'm kicking down your fence. I'm turning around this wasteland, sowing seeds of dissidents. And when the mob storms the palace, pitchforks and scythes waving in the air, I'll be the one digging up Hyde Park and growing carrots there. I saw the best minds of my generation addled on cider, shaving their hippie heads naked, dragging themselves from bed mid-morning, searching angrily for coffee. Dreadlocked-headed pixies retching on the cocktail concoctions of drunken night who sat spare changing with their tat in a hat on the high street benches, smoking low-grade hashing, cold, damp, amputated squats contemplating their navels, who bared their bums to helicopters with Hell's Angels staggering, searchlight illuminated, mistrusted, got busted for walking in public, crossing zebra crossings or breathing fire on the seafront, or with mead, up on the tour, all night, with drink, with drugs, with an ubiquitous dog and a piece of string named Gyro, and endless drumming, and the drums rolling tobacco papers, chasing in the wind, chain smoking, chain mail, chain linked, chain of fences, chain of trees with honest unreason until the noise of wheels of pickers brought them down, trunch and racked and shuddering under the dark arc light of media circus attention, who picked up Geiger clicking waste from desolate beaches, heard the news that no one teaches, reached the parts that no one reaches, blagged their way into festival and bed and got a lift home, hitching, scratching the paint of limousines at midnight, vanishing into the emerald, scattering postcards of cryptic rocks and skipping the fares on railways, hiding between the seats, pretending to sleep, searched and found the blinding shaft of light, the white light headlight of the mystic circle motorcycle, eyes burning crazy phosphorescence from the windows of Wormwood, Feltham, Belmarsh, blanket wrapped and hungry, smashed the lenses of the law outside the stagnant pits of their fathers. The NCB are in shoulders, cast into the street by the lawless disorders of state, and who, studying Celestine, mind-reeling, crystal healing, Celtic knitting, yoghurt weaving, always believing, went alone to Wales to get their head together. And who actually got to Wales, actually got their head together, and came back with a rucksack, knapsack, shoulder strap, travel-stained, rain-soaked arrival, heading for deliberate eviction, who swept up, tidied, shored up, painted, barricaded and beautified in the path of the caterpillar track, tooth and claw, and the law, luminous waistcoats waiting, wasting time, partners in crime, kangaroo courts inventing new sport to the bullhorn, unroofing homes and burning coal, and the fittest fuck tonguers, tug of war, never the same as they were before, with the twin set and tweed conversions, conversing rare breeds and holistic weeds, and how now the nimble nimbies open minds, gears grind on these new muddy martyrs, who still just surviving, feeding many, skip diving, watch the waiting rows pour bleach into the open mouths of the angry, hungry band-aid angry brigades, the unreported balaclava brotherhoods releasing furry prisoners into the wild destruction of entire ecosystems, sound systems. Ravers, raving, ravaged in ecstasy, and the plastic turn-off duplicity, that crass commercial publicity given to kidney damage and lost memory, First World War reenactment society, quagmire football in no man's land in some corner of a muddy field is forever Glastonbury, and who dropped out of A-levels to sell pills to hallucinating students studying typing and law, cowered in inadequate clothing, burning plastic bags, unable to sleep, listening to the bass tremor through the floor, who parted, departed, parted again, sunset through sunrise, through wind, snow and rain, because festival security feel no cold and sense no pain, who lived on the gangrenous hovels of asbestos estates, built on the dumps of industrial waste, health and safety tested, found cockroach infested, councils contested, finally bested, left the families there to rot on in Tottenham.